Yes, but
Yeah.
football sucks, and I'm done for the year. But my name is Peter. Arsenal women, International Women's Day. Big up all the women in and around town. I'm joined by Robinho, a Manchester United fan.
Hey.
I'm joined by AD, a Liverpool fan.
I remember when I used to call Anfield the slaughterhouse.
I remember.
Anfield is like the house.
I remember.
Bro, I don't care. You can give Burnley, you can get what you want in there. Give you Brighton, you can get what in there. Fulham, Everton, it don't matter. It's all hell was broken loose.
I'm joined by David, an Arsenal fan. Well, Team Harry and Meghan.
Bruv, I support Harry and Meghan. I told you, man, about Arsenal. I keep telling man them, bruv. You don't listen to me, bruv. You don't listen. When will you learn, guys? Arsenal fans, bruv.
I'm joined by Ernest, a Man United fan. Don't know if he's there yet.
The Dave Chappelle show is currently on Netflix.
Oh, you just found out?
Fam?
Oh.
But yeah, anyway, Liverpool's a spicy Blackburn.
Spicy Blackburn. Wow. And I'm joined by Aussie fan.
What are you saying? 2 W's in a week. I'm very, very happy. Kai Havertz, we're back. We back, baby. Let's go.
I mean, it's a goal of Jace, right?
No, he had a good performance. That's what that matters to me.
Let's kick things off at the Etihad, where Manchester United picked up 3 points yet again. Big game Bruno Oscar put on the group and on the banner as well. Manchester United, talk to me, man. What are you, man, saying about this game?
I can't believe we actually won.
Really? You can't believe it? I
couldn't believe, because I thought that it was going to be right. City are going to give us an opening, since talking about last week, because they have been team in form. Albeit in mind that every time we've gone to the Etihad in the last 3 games now, we've won. Ollie has not lost at the Etihad, which is very weird. And surprisingly, we actually played the game very well. It was well put out. We had a system. We had a plan going of just counter-attacking and defending. Sterling didn't have a sniff yet again against Aaron Bissaka. I don't know what's him versus AWB is always one winner there. Defensively was solid. The only person that played against us was Fred. And I've been a Fred advocate because I do like Fred, but my gosh, there's many times I can stand up for this guy and be like, okay, you need to go now. But other than that, Bruno got his customary pen. Luke Shaw has been phenomenal. And we actually went City and literally neutralized them, which has been a shock because they have been 21 games in a row winning. So yeah, I'm happy, but then it makes me more annoyed because if we can do this to City, why can't we win against the smaller teams, such as against West Brom, against Everton? All these draws will be very frustrating because if we take those into W's, guess what? We're up there in the title race and we could have been fighting for the title. But hey ho, this is United.
But you know why? But you know why that's the case, though. You know, Man City,
we know why.
Man City play football and Liverpool, United want to play on the counter attack. So when you're playing Burnley and the like and Palace, they're not going to have all the ball so that you can counter. You're expected to dominate the game and dominate possession, which Man United don't seem comfortable with under Ollie.
We play better off the ball than on the ball.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Yeah, that's how it works really with us.
Which by the way, like, this is why Ollie shouldn't be in the job. It's because this is not this Man United can't win the league title when you're better off the ball than you are on it. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but like I agree with Peter. Essentially, I agree.
If you don't have the ball and you don't dominate games, you don't dominate the possession. How are you supposed to win a league title? You can win certain games, but how do you win a league title doing that? It's impossible. I don't know many teams that have done it. You can argue the Leicester one, but again, one in the blue.
Peter, we've got a guest who's joining the podcast for the first time today. He's also a Manchester United fan, so he should have some interesting thoughts on this. Please welcome Tex to the pod. What are you saying, Tex?
Shout out to Tex in the pod. What's going on, G?
What's up, man? What's up, family, man?
What are you saying, man?
What did you... man? Keep going, guys, man. Keep going.
All right, big up for that, man. Honestly, what did you lot think? What did you think about your performance at the Etihad? And why do you seem to always have Pep's number over there as well?
You know what? To be fair, I think Pep's naive, you know? I think Pep's very naive. I think, to be fair, he changed his season by changing his tactics, right? He played a false 9 with Phil Foden involved. And he was the spearhead at the top. And to be fair, if you actually watch City, Foden was making the difference, especially in that final third, yeah? His movement and everything, the way he creates space for that third man run for Gundogan to run in behind him. Listen, he's top class for a 20-year-old player, top class.
Yeah.
So Pep changed his tactics, yeah, and he put Jesus back up front. And we all know how Jesus, man, like he plays like he has 3 fucking Red Bulls before a game. Sorry for the language. Sorry for the language. He does, man. He plays so hyperactive. He's like a kid in a sweet shop, you know what I mean? So obviously you saw what happened in the first minute of the game.
It's ridiculous. It's an absolute ridiculous challenge. I can't.
It decided the game. It decided the game.
So dumb. Like, it was so dumb.
Yeah, because I mean, there's tons of City players in that penalty area. All of them defenders. There would have been more than
there was 7 players on Martial. I couldn't believe it.
And he was going nowhere. Honestly, he was going nowhere.
He was going nowhere.
Bam. When I watched it, I said, "What the heck is Martial doing? There's nothing's gonna come of this." And Jesus just he runs into him like a battering ram. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
But this is where I mean about like naivety. I see it in the fans as well about like the quadruple. I see it again, and I'm just like the big magnitude games. With this Man City team, I'm not going to say Pep because you see in Pep's career, listen, he knows how to handle pressure. You know what I mean? But to be fair, in this Man City team, I just don't see anyone who can actually grab the game by the scruff of the neck. Yeah, you've got world-class players, right? But who's the real leader? Who's the real leader in that squad that will say, listen, we can't be doing things like that. Like, Jesus, why are you in the last third? In the first minute of the game as well. The first minute of the game. What? Listen, we all play football, don't we? We all play football, don't we? Has anyone played striker? As soon as you kick off, don't you run straight to the last centre back?
I'm down there. I'm down the other end.
Why are you down here, Jesus? Why are you down there?
What is he doing?
What are you doing? So obviously, like you saw what happened, and in regards to the game overall, with the initial question, I mean, Solskjaer, like, I don't think he's a great coach, but as a manager, obviously, you know what he's thinking because you can see, like, what his teams kind of implement in the game. So you know exactly what he's thinking. You know the idea. That's why he's getting away with, like, all of these little lucky results. So, to be fair, listen, if I was Solskjaer and I had that team, I would go to the Etihad and defend. You know, those guys were on a 21 unbeaten run.
Yeah,
looking to flipping absolutely dismantle us.
Brom's
250th game. So, like, it was all written in the stars for them to, you know, batter us. De Bruyne was hiding yesterday. Didn't do anything.
There's a couple of comments talking about that. Abdi065 said City are much better to watch without KDB. Adrian says, so what we saying, KDB for a spanner in the works. Yeah, pretty much.
What I'd say to that is that, you know, before obviously KDB came back, Gundogan was playing the form of his life, right? And you were mentioning their text about the false 9 of Phil Foden because it allowed everybody else to mingle around a little. You got a bit more of an expressive Gundogan, right? And then you bring KDB back. And let's be fair, since he's come back, guys, we've all said it before that he looks rusty. He looks like he needs to get some oil in them hips or something. Like something's not right there. And it's one of those, because it's KDB, it's like, shall we play him into form and then just keep it moving? Or should we sort of, you know, like you mentioned there, I think, you know, maybe Pep did overthink this situation as he's prone to doing. Whenever it comes to certain games, big games, he starts to, it's almost like he thinks too much about it and confuses himself. Whereas he's had the winning formula, you know, he was unbeaten 28 games.
And then we go back to naivety. That's what I mean with Pep. I mean, like, you've seen it in the last, I would say, 3 seasons with Man City. The Tottenham game, for it. Like, it's in the first leg where he lost it. You know what I mean? Then you go to the Lyon game. I don't know how the hell on earth he lost that. And that was a poor Lyon team. Don't forget that. It was Dembele who's come off the bench to change that game. It's mad. Like, in a way, like, Pep's kind of lucky, like, with you know, the current circumstances, what's happened. The man has depth. When I mean the man has depth, like his second team is finishing for top 4. You know what I mean?
It's a joke. Yeah, it's an absolute joke. The depth that he has, the bench that he fills every single week. But
the thing is, you know, it's them ones. The games Pep loses, you know, like when he goes out in the Champions League and he goes out in big games when he loses big games, he should never be losing these games. That's crazy.
Do you know what it is? I don't know how to justify it because
Progress said it's more arrogance than naivety.
Devil's advocate, right? Yeah. I have seen a lot of games where Man City have pulled up their socks. Like I remember when they went to the bridge and De Bruyne with that left foot rocket outside the box.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember that game 1-0 when Sane decided basically the whole title. I mean, it was 2-1 that game when John Stones cleared it off the line, wasn't it?
Which one?
Yeah.
Against Liverpool. Against Liverpool. Yeah.
At the Etihad.
Yeah, at the Etihad when City won it.
Yes, Sane scored, didn't it?
Yeah. So this is what I mean. So they have had clutch moments that's decided seasons and decided big games. But I mean, you know, if you're going for Champions League, man, this stuff has got to be consistent. Honestly, you can't be slipping up against teams like Lyon and stuff, especially when you get lucky and you get teams like Lyon and Tottenham.
Speaking of Champions League, Boss like Endo said this is why they won't win the Champions League. When they go behind in a game, they don't come back. Weak mentality, similar to what you were saying before. Boss like Endo also said, man, is it just me or do Man City always bust cheeks for United? I told you, man, they ain't all that. Everyone else is just dead. As soon as United scored, I knew they wouldn't come back. Look, the Ollie Judge is strong when it comes to Pep, bro. He can't hack it. There's a mental barrier there. I saw a stat today that Raheem Sterling hasn't scored in 22 games against Man United. Do you know how insane that is? Considering he's bagging 15 plus goals a season.
It's insane, but Oscar, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's because with Man City and Man United, if it's this Man United we're referring to, where it wants to play on the counter attack, it probably plays its best on the counter attack. But like Man City will, you know, that if you tell me have the ball, Man City will say give me 99% of it. They fall into the hands of Man United every single time. Right now, don't get me wrong. Like I think Man City walked into this game a little bit arrogant in that sense that it's Man United. No one's as good as us. No one's better than us. We are the best team in the league, right? But if you like for Solskjaer, you see these sort of tactics, they work once in a while because it will be no surprise if Man United go to whoever they go to next and they struggle to win the game. Just like last season. Last season, I think the same thing happened where United won at City, and the following game, the same tactics didn't work out. So, you know, it's one of those where it's a bit. I don't quite understand. For me, I feel like it's not that City are not that good. Man United literally say, "Here, have it," and they don't park the bus in doing so either. So, yeah. I don't know, man. Pep needs to nail that in the bin. He needs to nail that situation.
A couple more comments. Adrian, Pete, I think you're tapping your mic or something. There's a bit of a noise coming through. Yeah, I think. Adrian Anderson says, "Are we overthinking the United L? 21 games in a row, and it was going to end at some point." Personally, I thought the run was going to end against West Ham. I thought they just weren't going to be able to get over that hump. But against West Ham, they got almost quite lucky. West Ham didn't really cover themselves in glory in the final third, and that's why they didn't win that game. So, are we being harsh? These guys have just won bare games in a row, and now they've lost one, and it seems like we've got all the think pieces as to why they've lost.
Do you know what it is? To be fair, yeah. Man City do this all the time where they think United are this walkover team where when it comes to the game or the build up to the game, it's like, yeah, we're going to walk over these guys. I remember the season where they finished with 100 points plus, yeah? And they could have won the title against us at the Etihad and Paul Pogba showed up, yeah? And it was basically the same thing last night. You know what I mean? It was basically the same thing last night. You know, get this record, 22 wins, De Bruyne's 250th game, as I said, you know, arguably one of the best midfielders ever played in the Premier League. So it was one of them ones where they thought they could do it against us again. And no, you can't walk over us. Listen, we're Manchester United. Don't forget, like the history of this club. The players wouldn't forget that as well. Do you know what I mean? Walking into this game, yeah, the players are not gonna allow certain things to happen and history to be written against them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
As I said, yeah. Same issue with Arsenal, same issue with Man United, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Next beat. I need to see W. Brighton, W. I don't want to see no drop points, guys.
Bro,
I'm not about that, bro.
You know how it is already, though, man. United's not a consistent team. As I said, yeah, when it comes to Ollie, yeah, they will pull their socks up just because they know how Ollie is with them. Does that make sense? You can tell he has a personal relationship with every single individual in that team, right? And every relationship, you can tell is good. You don't like this. No, like bad.
His man management outside the football, A1, fantastic.
He keeps players happy.
It's the inside, the actual game itself. That's what we question. But
Bro,
I think
I wouldn't even trust him to manage my team on career mode. I'll be honest.
But now, yeah, it's hilarious because now we have to think, what do we do next? Because I feel like we will finish second, just comfortably. I feel like the rest of them, I feel like top four is kind of wrapped up. It's just where we finish now. Just going to that. We've got AC Milan on Thursday, which I'm looking forward to.
Robin, I respect it, you know.
What?
I respect it still. I don't have that confidence.
I
don't have that confidence at all.
Well, I feel when I say comfy, I feel like the only threat to us right now is Chelsea. I don't trust Leicester. I don't trust Everton. I don't trust.
I think the only threat to us is us.
Yeah,
I hear
that's
that.
it.
I hear that, Ernest.
Bro, because you're absolutely spot on when you say that we. Like, how come you're beating City? And we know why we beat City, because, like, it's like Peter said, we fall into, like, Man United cannot play counter-attacking at Old Trafford. We're at home.
No.
So when we go to the Etihad, the streets are saying Fred has never lost a pep, bruv, in the league. You know what it was? It's mad because when he goes to the Etihad, he knows exactly what job he's supposed to do. So you can't apply those tactics to Everton at home because you have to take the game to Everton. You look at Chelsea today, they have to take the game to Everton. Man United can't do that. And for me, the other reason why we haven't done well this season is because Ollie's actually tried to take football to teams. But Ollie doesn't have tactics. Don't let the Leeds thing fool you, bro. Like, we are a counter-attacking team on our best day. You see what I'm saying? So when I say, like, the confident thing about second, I'm like, can Man United finish second? Of course they can. Will Man United finish second is a whole different conversation. Because I remember when the same shout out to Tex, the same game he's talking about with Pogba, and when we came back 3-2, what happened the next game? West Brom came to OT. Yeah. Darren Moore was wearing the Air Max 95s, and we took the L. This is what happens, bro. So for me, like,
you've gone and dropped points the next game.
This is it. Yeah, so for me, like, second is on us. The same way, like, when Jose was there, like, finishing second with 19 points, like, me and Peter were going back and forth that whole season about how we're not finishing higher, is because we didn't beat the small teams. Yeah. So, for me, you know, don't beat City and then lose to Sheffield, lose the flipping draw to Everton. Like, don't do that. But I can't guarantee that we'll finish second. I think we'll finish in the top four.
I definitely think you'll finish second because there is nobody else that's serious. Man United ain't even serious as it is, but nobody else is anywhere near.
To be fair, though, I have 2 points on that. I think, one, we're very fortunate when it comes to injuries because all the teams around us, like, they're just suffering with injuries, man. Even Leicester, you know, I don't even know how they've been surviving with all of these injuries and this makeshift players, like. But they've been doing well. But Brendan Rodgers is a good coach. And referring to good coach now, this leads to my second point. So, you see with United, now when we play these low block teams, bro, there's no style of play, bro. Like, these men link to each other in the car park before the game. Like, there is literally no style of play. Every time Harry Maguire gets the ball, he has about 10 seconds on the ball, takes about 20 touches before he makes up his mind. Then the ball travels into the next third of the pitch. Then Pogba's taken about 6-7 touches, loses the ball. Or he takes 6-7 touches and Rashford has made a run and he's frustrated. You know what I mean? You can just you can just clearly tell there's no thought process between no player. Like every time Rashford gets the ball, doesn't anyone notice the guy stops, then looks up and plays the ball? He never has like an idea before he gets the ball. Like as soon as he gets the ball, I'm gonna drive at you, or as soon as I get the ball,
he plays on instinct.
Over the top. He
He's
never does
a
things in
super
one
instinct
month.
player. Super instinct.
Yeah, he's just an instinct player. Like if you see most of his goals and things, they're just instinctive stuff, brilliant
But
stuff.
that's all down to what Ernest screams about, and it's just coaching, isn't it? If he has a top coach to put his arm around him and explain, like you're saying, a system of how United are going to beat and break down teams, then he knows what to do before he gets the ball. It's like it's planned. But let me finish these last couple comments, and then I guess I'll hand it back to Peter. Abdi said, nah, AD, they ain't been convincing for a while. This has been coming. KDB ruined the balance of the team.
Facts.
Also dropping out Foden, I think. I saw Foden come on for 2 minutes and he was real good.
I think ruining the balance is an unfair statement. I think it's just ruined the flow. There was just a momentum going with Ilkay. Balance, let's be honest. KDB starts every day of the week. It's just that he's rusty. He'll get into
but I think no one's everyone agrees with that. KDB is obviously their best midfielder, but I think just in terms of how the team play together,
but to say balance, I would agree with.
No, because Pete, do you know what it is? I think both things are true. KDB is the best player at City, arguably the best player in the league. The problem is that they've been going on better without him, and they've been playing well with like people like Fernandinho and stuff like that. He's come in, and the first thing I clocked with KDB is he still plays like Aguero's in front of him, but because he wasn't playing in the false 9 role as deeply as he was before the injury. So it just felt like, are you trying to dictate play to? Because obviously Jesus was starting up top, and we know about Jesus. He's bang out. He's a Brazilian Iheanacho, bruv. There is no difference between the two of them. So I feel like when it came to dictating play from the 10 position, he was overdoing it, losing the ball a lot, especially in midfield. I feel like McTominay did not a good job on him, but there was enough frustration because it's a combination of like he's rusty, and this team is not the same because now, like you're saying, Gundogan's not the focal point. So for me, I feel like Pep's naivety led to a change in the team, which led to a lack of balance.
Unbalanced, yeah. It was just unbalanced, man. It was so unbalanced. Yes, yeah,
man. Guys, I got some information from the West Ham versus Leeds United game. I don't know if any of you are watching it. I'm watching it on Sky Go, so I'm a bit behind. But Leeds United have put the ball in the back of the net twice. Both goals have been ruled out. One for offside, one for a Rafinha cross just like went over the byline, so it was out today. Then West Ham have been given a penalty. Antonio's gone down in the box. Jesse Lingard takes the penalty. He misses. The rebound comes back to him, and then Jesse Lingard scores. It's 1-0 West Ham. It's been a mad 20 minutes straight away.
Fantasy, we love that.
Yeah, bad news for you, Ernest. Antonio would have got an assist for the penalty if Lingard scored, but because Lingard
listen. I'm retiring from fantasy at the end of the season. I can't do this anymore. I started this team 2 years ago. Man finished top of the league. Now man's meandering in 8th. That's all dead, bro. It's air.
Huh?
Let's move.
A couple comments. B Arsenal Guna says this loss is irrelevant because there's no one to stop City this season. They can regroup and go again. But Abdi05 says, "Hey Tech, leave my boy Rashid Bandicoot alone." It's been our best player this season. I bet you're one of those fans who ride for Martial. And then
I'm a Man United fan, man. I don't like fucking. Sorry if I'm a language again. I don't like comparing my players, though, man. I don't like comparing my players. It's silly.
I hear that.
I think it's dumb. They're in the same change room. Yeah, I think it's so dumb to compare my players. Then compare my players against the other top players or their comparisons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that. Adrian's talking about.
Can I say one more thing? Before we go.
Go for it.
Luke Shaw has come under criticism from me for like 4 years. This is the best game he's had in a United shirt ever, period. And I feel like Because people keep phoning me and saying, Ernie, what are you saying now? And I'm like, are we gonna sit here and pretend like Luke Shaw's done this since he's come from Southampton? Let's relax. So this is his best season. This is his best season in the Man United shirt, and long may it continue. Shout out to Tellers. I wish Tellers would get a statue outside OT, bro, because flip to them. We have been waiting for this Luke Shaw for a long time. Also, I think Martial, I think, was the best player on the pitch and didn't score. Maguire had a good game. Shout out to Henderson. I feel like Henderson was like a breath of fresh air in comparison to De Gea. And if we can carry on this form, I'll be a lot less like moany or whatever. So that's all I have to say.
We'll see against AC Milan on Thursday what happens.
Go on, Pete.
No, you go on. You've put up a comment.
All right. Yeah. Adrian's just talking about the Brazilian players and how basically they need to be coached a lot. So he's talking about this Firmino and Gabriel Jesus era is slightly better than the Joe and Fred era. Earlier he was on about Adriano, Kaká, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Roberto Carlos, and Cafu. Now they have Firmino and Gabriel Jesus battling for a number 9. The fall off of Brazil is a mad thing. Abdi065 says, I'm a Fred fan, but I've given up on him. Sell him, sign Basuma.
Cool beans. All right, let's move things on. Shall we go to Anfield or shall we go to Turf Moor? Where are we going? Okay, Anfield. I see the man nodding for the Anfield, yeah?
Hey, Adrian, you need to jump back on for this one. Adrian, we need Adrian live and direct.
Get Adrian on so we can talk about the slaughterhouse that was once the former. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to ask AD a question, to be fair. But since we're waiting for him, let's talk Fulham very quickly. Great performance, great win for them. Out of 10, what are the chances of Fulham getting out of the relegation zone? What are your thoughts?
They can do it, you know.
Out of 10, what are you giving me?
I'll give 10 a good
10 being what?
10 is them getting up, definitely getting out of the relegation.
Right now, they're nice 7, you know.
7.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm almost guaranteeing. I'm saying 10.
Yeah, man.
Above them is a shower of absolute crap.
Facts.
It's an absolute dross. You lot try to talk to me about Brighton. You man spoke to me about Brighton, and I never smelt the dust ever. I never took the reef.
You know what? They fooled me. They got me. They were playing beautiful football, but yeah, man.
Bruv, that when you're in the bottom, it's not about beautiful football. It's about goals and assists. You get me? Wins.
I seen
That's said Steph Curry or nothing, bro.
Steph Curry or nothing. You know that one. It is. I don't care how you play. Because at some point, because I said to Oscar, at some point, we have to say this Brighton thing. No, it's time to diss. I don't give a damn if they had a striker, if they had this, if they had that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I could go dodgy with this analogy, but I'll leave it there. International Women's Day and that, right? But nonetheless, listen, Fulham for me are 30. Right now, they are 1 point off the top of the relegation zone. 1 point away. They are safe. They are safe.
Hey, man, hold on.
Who's making that noise? What's going on?
I swear that was Ernest's right. I thought we
because when I muted Ernest, it wasn't him. Look,
all right, let me mute.
It's not me.
Yeah, someone. I don't know what's going on, but someone was making noise.
Hey, it might be Pete.
I said it was Pete the first time. The first time I said I think it's Pete.
I don't get it. All right, let me.
Yeah, Pete, it's you. Yeah, because now it's smooth, bro. That was annoying me, bro.
Oh my days, Glad.
I'm still hearing it. Though. It can't be me. I'm still hearing it.
This is annoying, bro. This is annoying.
You, boy.
All right,
how's he gonna mute and then talk on top? This guy. Anyway, Adrian, the question I have for you. The question I have for you: which is more important, right? Nora. What's more important? Getting in the top 4, or just seeing the old Liverpool? in terms of the way they're playing, in terms of the what is it, the heavy metal football or whatever you want to call it? What's more important?
Bro, I think you answered your own question there. Ultimately, we just got to crawl over. We got to crawl over the line. By hook or by crook, we just got to get into the top 4, and then in the summer we regenerate. Our players get healed. We maneuver in the market. This sort of thing. Because obviously the like moves for like Mbappe and Haaland, they're pipe dreams. But ultimately, being in the Champions League puts you in a conversation to go and get those sorts of players. So definitely, like top 4 is imperative. And I think as well, in terms of not only our legacy, as in, we don't want to be the team that won the league one year, dropped out of the top 4 the next, but just in terms of our future as well. I think it's imperative to be playing football at the highest level because you'll be able to attract a certain caliber of player.
Yeah, I mean, it's them ones though. Like, I feel like Liverpool, even if they do crawl, you lot ain't gonna get over this rut that you're in, because you might get a few wins here and there. But for me, like, I would be more impressed with Liverpool finishing, say, 5th, 6th, but we could smell that old Liverpool there again. Like, I feel like next season you'll really push on and give a shot for the league. If I feel like you've limped over the line this year, I don't even see you lot challenging for the title next season.
Would you not say that that's a you thing? Reason why, if you finish 5th or 6th, we're in the Europa League, and if we're in the Europa League, it's much more difficult to play on a Thursday and to play on a Sunday. Like, Europa League is so detrimental. I either want to finish 4th or I finish 8th. I want nothing to do with that Europa League competition.
Yeah, no, because I don't know what it is. I feel like it's more so. Okay, yeah, fair enough. You're right. It's more busy with the Europa League in there, but I do feel like I don't have the belief until I see something. Until I see something out of Liverpool in terms of something that I'm used to from last season. Until I see that, I genuinely don't believe, unless you can prove it to me that they're in the top 4 whilst smacking up teams on the way now between now and the end of the season. I generally don't see it. But then, and another thing with Liverpool is that I feel like we were all giving it large when we were like, Liverpool invest well, the Coutinho money did this, blah, blah, blah. But it goes to really show, hang on a minute, do the Liverpool owners actually invest in this team? Or is it like a bit like Arsenal where whatever money they make, that's what they reinvest with? And isn't it time for owners to dig their hands in the pocket and say, look, here is 100, 200 million? Because you're a big club. So they need to act like one who does spend 100, 200, even 300 millions a summer, because it just feels like you were lucky to win the league to be in this conversation. And now we're going to get back to the same old Liverpool of then.
As I said, guys, yeah. Can you not hear me?
We can hear you nice.
Yeah. As I said, guys, these man, 97 points last season. What was the other season? Whatever, 80.
99.
Whatever they got, yeah. And Liverpool are done, blood. Injuries have not helped. They're done, blood. They've been sussed out. They've run out of ideas. Get to the end of the season, start again, bruv.
But don't you think the recruitment has been shocking in terms of, like, you look at these last 2 windows? I'm looking at the players they've got, and even I'm looking at the centre half. So I'm thinking, I was watching Liverpool thinking, what is this football club doing with this at the back and moving midfielders into the back? Like, it's not acceptable. We've kind of let it go where we're like, you know what? Maybe Fabinho could do a job at centre half, and we think, okay, you know what? 1-2 injury here. When they come back, everything will be crisp. But bro, ladies and gentlemen, let's be very clear. This is so unprofessional, because if Man United did this, we're rinsing. When Arsenal do it, we're rinsing FM. Yeah, and I've seen Chelsea's centre halves. Look what Chelsea brings to the party for the last 2 seasons. They're a joke of centre halves back there. So my point is that how can we accept this? You can put your hand down. How can we accept this? Steady. No, put your hands down. You ain't done nothing yet. So they ain't done this. Whereas at least for Liverpool, bro, like, can we guys deep this? Yeah, we're talking about European champion, then Premier League champion. It almost sounds like the Bayern Munichs of the world, the Juventus of the world, the Man Uniteds of this world, the Cities of this world. We're talking big club here, and they're shopping at friggin' Lidl when they should be in M&S with the finest. They should be in Harrods. They should not be weaseling around. They got away with it with the Coutinho money, and I get it because they weren't really a Champions League side then. But now they come to the table They're the big meat on the table, fam, and they're coming out.
Spicy Blackburn.
Mad.
Was it good now?
Yeah.
Better, but we'll see. Ah, nice. It's coming back, Tex. It's coming back.
What's going on?
Have you got headphones, bro?
Yeah. Let me go get them.
Try put headphones in. It should be better.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think like to go back to Peter's point. Genuinely, I don't think we're that far away. I genuinely think that when we get the right pieces in place, the system will be working again. I think the issue here is that Jurgen Klopp has seen that his system and his machine is broken, and he's still trying to do the same things. I understand what you said. But personally,
this isn't even broken, bro. This isn't even broken. Someone threw away the CD.
I know.
Threw it away. Like whatever chip you lot had last year, whatever fake, the extra, the nitrous oxygen, whatever you had, someone's taken it and thrown it outside.
But I trust Jurgen Klopp to go outside
and find it.
Bruv, let's Adrian, stop this. No, Adrian, stop this. The style of play that took you to Champions League final twice and Premier League champions is not working anymore, bruv. Switch it up, bruv. Change it around. Your creativity is still coming from the flanks 3 years down the line. And you can see the fatigue with Andrew Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Nothing is coming from midfield. You're still jammy in midfield. And he doesn't want to buy midfielders that can create like a Kai Havertz, like a Kevin De Bruyne, because he knows the risk in changing his style, which means that the ball retention he has is not going to be there, which means neutralizing players in midfield is not going to be there. And he's looking at the risk and thinking it's not worth it. He's a shook youth, bro. Klopp needs to switch it up. He's shook, bro. Because honestly, if you look at the style you've had and you're thinking, okay, we've gone from like conceding 7 to Villa, and then we're consistently losing these games. Something is wrong. Yeah. You need to inspire with the same players. This is why I will always get onto coaches. Fred is pants. Fred will still play in the team where even if he's the worst player on the pitch, he's not detrimental to a loss. We could have lost because of him yesterday, but everyone else played their part. When Thiago's been scrutinized, nothing has changed in midfield. Naby Keita has been one of the biggest flops in Premier League history, bro.
He's like 43, man.
But I think that's unfair, though. I think that's unfair, though, because the players know how to play to Fred's mistakes, man. They've had Fred there for a long while, It's like, say, for example, when you're with a Sunday League team, yeah, and you've got 2 mediocre players in your team, but you just got to deal with it. Eventually how to play with them, play to their weaknesses, bro.
But with Liverpool, people have tried to make excuses for your Oxlade-Chamberlains, your Wijnaldums, and all these other players that are simply not good enough for the Champions League winners, Premier League winners on the numbers that Liverpool did. And you see, the reason I get onto Liverpool is because of the heights they went to. Forget what people were calling them. I can get onto that for another day. But the heights Liverpool went to on 97 points one year to however points they won the league, bro. There is something wrong. Yeah. And the fact that like Peter's talking about with recruitment, bro, it took them 99 days to sign Ozan Kabak. Why the hell are you taking long to sign a centre back when you knew you needed a centre back?
They took so long to sign a centre back who's basically about to get relegated in the Bundesliga.
Bro, at the first game of the Bundesliga I watched this season, Lewandowski looked at Ozan Kabak and said, "This is my house. This is my yard."
Ernest, they replaced him with Squadron Mustafi. What do you think this is? I see a collection match. Listen, Schalke. If we do a European pod, let me tell you, Schalke are going in the mud right now. But anyway. To Progress thing, Chelsea 2016, nothing compares.
Yeah, I see a lot of people trying to throw the Liverpool as the worst title defense ever, and I'm here for the slander, but it's disingenuous. Chelsea 2016 is by far the worst.
Chelsea finished 10th, innit? Flip, right?
Bro, 10th. That's only because Gus Hiddink came when they were 16th, right? And he won like 10 and 11 He won
Yeah,
like
yeah.
10 in a row out of 11 games
Dumb.
and
Dumb.
finished. And
Rest-
finished. Listen,
What I will say,
no,
what I will say is that I don't think they're the worst. I do think that they have become victims of their own accolades, because the titles that they were being given were like God would have been displeased. You know, like Old Testament God, like mentality monsters. Anfield is a slaughterhouse. Bruv, they've turned Anfield into the Sainsbury's butchers, bro. There is no slaughterhouse, bro.
Everywhere
There is nothing happening. Fam, they have lost 9 games. Do you know how embarrassing that is for a champion?
Horrible.
9.
Horrible.
Bro. Embarrassing stuff.
Let me read out these last couple comments, and then I'm going to get Robin back in here. I'll take myself out. I know he wants to say a few things on Liverpool. What's that? Endo said Klopp is having the same problem he's had at Dortmund. He's been stubborn for time.
Thank you.
I wanted him gone in the first years, but he won me over. Now he's proving to me why I was right in wanting him out in the first place. He says, why can't he change the formation? 4-2-3-1 or 3-4-3 or 3-5-2? If we lose to Leipzig, a lot more fans will jump on my wave. We are dead. I told you, man, about Salah. He needs to be sold with Mane. Oh, my gosh. Our worst points tally after 28 games since the 2012-13 season. Now, one thing I will say, is that just in terms of how Premier League history has gone, teams have obviously gone in cycles. We've always seen those Fergie teams that won 3 titles in a row. Chelsea that did a back-to-back leagues. It's very rare that teams hit 3 or 4 solid seasons without the burnout when they don't change the team over. And Liverpool haven't changed it over enough. And you got to remember, although they didn't win the league the year they hit 97 points, that was just as exhausting as a title-winning season. They pushed Man City to the brink. The year before that, the year before that, there was a Champions League final involved as well. So I think it's come into a natural conclusion in terms of how Liverpool have dropped off. Maybe not winning the league, but how far Klopp has let this go is insane, man. It's too far of a drop.
With
shook,
Klopp,
bro.
I think Klopp's a great manager, but I just think when it comes to rotating your players, I think he didn't trust buying any other player, because in today's world, it's hard to find a player that actually approves of a certain manager. Does that make sense? And that would actually do anything for that manager. You hear about how Klopp's players speak about Klopp, like they will do anything for Klopp on that pitch. It's hard to find players of this day and age that will run the length of the pitch for you for 90 minutes. Does that make sense? So he's not out there trying to dip and dive and buy every luxury player. This is why you look at Thiago. This guy can't fit in that Liverpool midfield. Everyone's running past him. I'm seeing guys in that Fulham midfield just bypassing absolutely everyone. James Milner, everyone. Like that midfield is getting old. It's getting rusty. This guy doesn't know how to
be a coach.
He don't know how to trust.
Be a coach.
And yesterday, you basically saw how dumb Klopp is. Yeah, it's like he just followed everything the fans said. So he just completely swapped the team. And it's like he swapped the wrong players. The players that were basically performing and were doing well, especially like Curtis Jones and players like that, it's just like dropped straight away. It's just like dropped. You play Mo Salah straight through the middle. Like a player like Mo Salah cannot play in the middle by himself. I saw it in the first 5 minutes, every ball that kept coming to him was going right into the corner. Does that make sense? It was just going over the fullback. So he's just getting drawn wide. And then there's just no one running in the centre. Bro, it's a mess. It's a mess at Anfield. I don't even know what's going on. It's a mess over there.
Robin, your 2 cents, please, before we move on to the next one.
Well, first of all, I said at the start of the season that Liverpool, its own downfall is not investing in the transfer window. They desperately needed players, especially after winning the league, because we've seen it time and time again. You do not invest into your team after winning the league, you're not going to win the league again. Everyone will suss out your tactics and everyone will find you out.
I blame the owners for that.
Secondly, on Klopp, his main tactic is to run the team into the ground. And yes, the players have been running exceptional. I just think the players are out. just tired and need a break. His players can't run as much as they can, and it's been extraordinary that he's been able to run this team all the way until now. And because these players can't run from it, and because they're actually just tired, he has no plan B. It's either rock and roll football or that's it. Finally, I don't think we're giving enough praise to Fulham on what they did in that game. I thought Fulham were absolutely excellent in terms of their counter-attack, in terms of their putting pressure on Liverpool. That finish that, I can't remember his name, that got off Mo Salah into the bottom corner was fantastic. Yeah.
It was
Manny defended crazy. Yeah.
Lookman.
Absolutely fantastic. So,
some nice little players in there.
So yeah, I generally hope Fulham stay up. I would rather them than Newcastle. You look like they were about to go down to keep it up. So
yeah.
So that was my main sense on it. Just I wanted to make sure that Fulham got enough praises on it because we can't unmask the effort that they've gone to Anfield, being in the bottom three, and they put Liverpool to the sword, pretty much.
Yeah. No,
man, I said I'm feeling into Burgess Park, you know. This is a bit mad.
£4 sons just run amok. Bro, remember in 2011 the riots, yeah? Foot Locker, man was just running in, pillaging, taking what they want, leave. That's what it was like, bro. That's what it was like. What do you want? AD on a tracksuit.
AD, last question, yeah. Do you need to sell your big players again in order to reinvest in the squad? Because it looks like your owners don't do niche. And it looks like it's going to take another Coutinho-style figure in terms of transfer money in order to get back in that. So we're saying Salah, Mane, the big guns, basically.
The thing is, man, I've said this like years ago. I said like it's going to get to a point where they're all at the same age. We're ultimately going to have to sell one of them. However, and like bring in like a Haaland or a Sancho or a Mbappe or whoever it may be. However, I personally believe that this season is a nasty season. I can't even call it a freak season because it's more than that. However, I think our players, they're slap bang in their primes, and I think a good season is due. And genuinely, I don't think we're too far ahead. I think we just need a good proper summer, right some of the wrongs, and lads, I think we'll be up there again.
I think you man now gone.
I think we're a system team. And our system's been worked out.
You're gonna need to rebuild, bro. Look how many players you're gonna have to get rid of, bro. There's so many players, bro. From your Carters to your Chamberlains to your Milners, possibly two of the front three. Like, bro, there's a lot of players, bro. Honestly,
but how the never start? Like, they never
especially if you don't finish in the top four. If you don't finish top four, you guys are in trouble because the attractiveness is real.
They're out of the top four, by the way. They're not making the top four.
Bro, I don't think you're going to make your rope.
Let's be very, very clear. They're not making the top four. I've said it here.
Peter said, let's be clear.
So we're taking them out now.
Listen,
we're taking them out now.
Listen, I just don't want to be misunderstood. Let me be crystal clear. Yeah, it's an open goal for West Ham, Leicester City, and Tottenham Hotspur to finish fourth in the league this season. It's an open goal.
You man can't let Tottenham finish above you, though.
Who's you, man? What, Liverpool?
No, Liverpool.
Oh, Ernest, it's over. It's over.
It's gonna happen. It's done.
Ernest, even if it's not Spurs that finish above them, what, West Ham, Leicester? Listen, it doesn't matter. It's over.
There's
done.
A spot in the top four.
There is a spot in the top four podcast, ladies and gentlemen, as well as the top four table. Okay, let's move things on.
I promise you, we'll be back. We'll be back.
AD says they'll be back. I do believe that as long as they invest. But let's see how it goes on. David.
Yeah.
I'm sure I saw you at Turf Moor because I saw a guy that was livid in the stands. He somehow found a ticket, and I'm pretty sure it was you, my friend. Same old Arsenal is what I put in my notes, and that's all I can say. That's all I can really say.
I keep telling you guys, you're not listening to me, bruv. I told you last season, and I've told you again, bruv. You got gassed against Leicester, and I told you no. Stop it, bruv. I told you stop it, bruv.
Yeah.
I told you, you were talking nonsense as well. You're involved, man. I keep telling everyone. I love my team, blood.
Bro, I don't think I've ever complimented Arsenal in my life.
Bro, listen, yeah.
Only
All right,
Saka,
start the
bro.
game. Start the game, yeah. All right, boom. We don't go behind. We're like, yes. Thank
I
you,
like
Jesus.
listen, 5 minutes went past and it was still 0-0. I said, aha, there we go. We've
And
arrived.
then Saka's missed a sitter. Abanga missed a few chances.
Yeah.
Then after 25 minutes, we let our foot off the gas. You can see Burnley getting into the game. Calm, cool. Ball gets played to Leno, bruv, yeah? And, bro, Ernest, I can't believe this, bruv. Bro, it's like watching a movie. I can't believe what I watched, bruv. I watched Xhaka try past the... Bro, I don't have no words, bruv. What Xhaka was doing, I will never understand, bruv. And I keep telling you, man, we do not have the squad over 38 games who are going to be consistent. They'll give you a Leicester, they'll give you a United at Old Trafford, take your time with it. They'll let you down. They will let you down, blood.
Yeah.
Absolutely
That's
true.
spot on.
Can I just say one thing, Peter? Just one thing. On that Xhaka goal, yeah. I saw people on the timeline actually trying to hypothesize whose fault this goal was. And you know me, I'm the biggest Leno howler advocate. Whenever he makes a howler, I'm the first one to go at Bert Leno. But if you watch football and you honestly blame Leno for that idiot Xhaka, in that moment, it was a simple 2-yard pass onto your weak foot. Bruv, what is wrong with this guy?
He was high. I don't know why he used his lip.
I know. As much as what Xhaka did was unacceptable, my only sense on Leno is that he started the chain. Leno could have that whole thing could have been avoided completely with Leno. That's my only gripe on that.
If De Gea passes that ball to McTominay, he handles that. What the heck is Xhaka doing?
Bro,
I'm
not sure about that one.
No,
Robin, I'm getting flipped. I've seen McTominay do that.
I'm not defending Xhaka. I'm not.
You're quiet,
what he
bro.
did was terrible.
Quiet.
I'm trying to say. No, I'm not doing Leno. I'm saying that Leno has a fault in this goal as well.
No,
what I'm trying to say.
No, he does not, bro.
How can you pass the ball 5 yards and it's your fault, bro?
Why are you passing the ball 5 yards?
Pete, let me game. Robin, listen to me, bro. Listen to me, bro. The guy took a touch. He saw Chris Wood right in front of him and tried to bend it round him. The guy put his hip there, in the ball's in the net. Quiet, bruv. He saw him, bruv. He looked at him in the face and in his head he said, let me bend this ball round him, bruv. Idiot, bruv. Moron, bruv. Find him a week's wages, bruv. He needs to buy him.
I'm all for it.
Nah, bruv. Quiet, bruv.
I'm on your side.
You're defending.
I'm not defending. I'm not. I'm saying I'm all for it. What Xhaka did was stupid. I'm also saying what Leno did was stupid. That's what I'm saying.
Robin, this is how Arsenal. Arteta wants Arsenal to play out from the back, and they did it.
There it is. Wait. There it is. I was waiting for the name. The bingo name has just come up right there.
Go on. I dare you blame Arteta for this. I dare you.
No. Let me be very clear. Of course, you can't blame Arteta for mistakes that happen. First of all, he selects the team, so I can fully put it on him if I want to. But it's here nor there. I'm not gonna use that. You said you hit the nail on the head. Where I agree with Robin, look, this is dangerous football we're talking about here. But also the fact that Arsenal consistently play like this and consistently we've had close calls in the past. We've had moments where even Czech nearly put the ball in his net. No matter what happens, we seem to always gamble. And it's always, one of these days it's going to happen. Yeah, that Xhaka goal, nobody was surprised. You know, I couldn't get angry. Do you know what my comment I put on? I started writing on my notes on the iPhone. That is a fantastic app. It's good for therapy. It's good to calm down. And the first thing I actually wrote, I'm not even joking, yeah? No cap. I literally said, will Arsenal lose more games than win games by the end of the season? It's the first thing that came to my mind. Because I think the person in charge is inept. He cannot do this job. This job is far too big for him, because I don't care what Arsenal squad you pull out. I don't give a damn how many times they'll let you down, as David has pointed out. I don't give our monkeys. This team cannot be finishing 10th and we're sitting Burnley. Ladies and gentlemen, Burnley.
We love them.
We haven't beaten this season. But back to the point, Arteta will consistently persist with this.
Wait. You haven't beaten Burnley this season. Good.
No. They got beat at the Emirates. They held smoke at the Emirates. Don't worry.
What?
Listen,
it's the same, and it's the same guy who got himself sent off at the Emirates. Moron, blood, clown, idiot, bro. No, man.
And this is the thing, bro. This is the thing, right? Because if you want to, yeah. Now you know me. I've actually defended Xhaka on this podcast, so I'm not even going to turn around and then throw him in the fire, right? But at some point, how many times do we say this? You know, when you don't even blame the player anymore, when they keep playing games, they're playing every single game. They give you mistake once in 8. Every single 8 games is a mistake that comes by. But when you're consistently playing him, the buck stops at the manager. I don't give a damn what anyone is telling me here. At the end of the day, the players he is playing, right, are not the players that are winning him football matches. And the problem I'm having with this is you look at Arsenal's form record all season long. Win 1, lose 1, draw 1, win 2, lose 3, draw 1, whatever. Like, it's so inconsistent. It's not even conceivable. What I'm watching here, how can I ask, big man, how can I ask, will Arsenal win more games than lose by the end of the season? What am I Newcastle? Am I West Brom? Am I Burnley? Am I Palace? You know what I'm saying? I'm none of those guys. I'm none of those guys. Yet we are. What I would fully say, well, you want to say who should start? I mean, look at the midfielders we have. You would definitely start men ahead of Xhaka. Let's not go on like we wouldn't.
Who?
You take a pick, huh?
Who starts ahead of Xhaka?
I'm saying you could start anyone ahead of Xhaka. So, for example, you could put Ceballos in there. Or you could put Ceballos in there. Oscar, let's not play dumb. We know what Arsenal's squad is, and you know what players you have, and what ones make mistakes and what ones don't.
Pete, question, because I want to hear this like in black and white. What is your best starting 11 if everyone is, if everyone is fit?
If everyone's fit, the best starting 11, so you go with Leicester in goal. I'll go Cedric at right back, Tierney at left back. I'd actually go Holding and Gabriel as the centre halves. In the middle, I'll go Partey and Ceballos. I would go Smith Rowe in the 10, Aubameyang on the left, Lacazette on the right, up top, and Saka on the right.
Cool.
Decent.
That's right. Let me read some of these comments and then we can jump back.
Guess what happened when that team played?
What happened?
We won games. But then he changed it.
Let me jump into some of these comments and then we can carry on this conversation. Lola O has been here since someone mentioned Xhaka. She's been here. She said, "Okay, this is okay." Swiston. He's an almighty fool. Almighty. Adrian said, "Nope. Leno did nothing wrong. The only thing he did was trust Xhaka's footballing ability," and I 100% agree with that. Lola then said, "This whisperer leads the league for errors leading to a goal since he came into the Premier League. The only players near him are goalkeepers. Fam, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much."
Yeah, I think Cedric's number 2. I heard for outfield players, Cedric is number 2, which is interesting. But look, he sets up the team like this, and he tells Leno, even in danger, because I know Xhaka called for it, didn't he? Xhaka almost wanted the ball and then tried to do whatever he tried to do. And 9 times out of 10, the pass has been made to the fullback. Every single time it's worked. But and even our goal, because Arteta said even our, we can talk about playing out from the back. That's the way we scored. But at the same time, like, what's funny, guys? If Leno kicks it long, just in general, say our goal kicks were just to be kicked long, we would lose the ball 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, you would.
So it's almost so imagine that. It's worse to kick the ball long, but then look at what we have when we play out from the back. Playing out from the back is a mistake, though. We should not be doing it.
Look, Pete, Arteta mentioned in his post-match interview, he said the only other chance that Burnley had came from a Leno booting the ball long. Like literally 2 minutes later, they were at your goal. So his point was basically, if you don't prepare, you're gonna concede chances anyway. But this is the way that we want to play for the future. And honestly, I think Arteta was let down. He was definitely let down.
Well, I went on to the attack, and I was just going to say, look, at the end of the day, Arteta did not lose us this game on Sunday.
Not.
But the players, of course, when you don't put your chances away, you're susceptible. Arsenal don't win games if you don't put the chances away. It's as simple as that. You know, there's some teams that can get away with it, can get jammy wins here and there. We don't get jammy wins. We don't do it like that. So, you know.
In terms of the team, Boss Like Endo has gone for a pretty similar 11 to yours. He's swapped Odegaard for Lacazette. But other than that, I think that's pretty much your team, right? So
Odegaard?
I didn't have Pepe.
Oh, Pepe as well. So who else is missing from that? Oh, Emil Smith Rowe and yeah.
Smith Rowe.
Odegaard has showed glimpses that he has quality within him. He hasn't lit the world alight, I don't think. But
no, everyone's talking about how great he's been. I was a bit like, well, look what they get onto Ozil for. I'm amazed they haven't touched that on him yet. But
listen, he's gonna come. You're gonna forget he was even there.
He's on loan.
Go back
He's
to
on.
Sociedad.
The gap between him and Smith Rowe is wide still.
But the thing is, look at this, right? How do you bring a guy on loan? Yeah, how do you bring a guy on loan, Ernest, and then to put in Smith Rowe's place? And we're not going to keep Odegaard, are we? We're just not. So
no, of course not. Of course not.
Let's start the guns of Smith Rowe while he's hot, and bring in Odegaard, and let's see how it makes sense. And then you threw him out on the wing, and Smith Rowe was nowhere to be seen when he was on the wing the last game. I can't remember what game it was, whether it was City or somewhere. You know, he was nowhere to be found.
Put him in the stand.
Play the best team, for goodness sake. I don't care what game.
It's not rocket science.
I don't care what game it is, because if you say to me, "Oh, you want to rest for Benfica and Olympiacos," well, these between now and next week's podcast, the games are crucial. When you've got Spurs in between Olympiacos, home and away, talk to me, because it won't be a case of rotation. The best team will be playing. You have to, otherwise he's conceding. He's conceding one of the two competitions.
A couple more comments here. Adrian's talking about Guendouzi. I don't know why. He said he at least had promised, but Xhaka's nasty. Abdi065 said, ain't it funny how Arsenal fans tried to claim Martinelli is better than Greenwood, and now man can't even buy a game for Arsenal? Laughing my ass.
But we're not talking about Greenwood and them though. Like,
Yeah.
this is. You know what it is? Yeah, I find the Starboy conversation is dry now, guys. Let's just stop now. Like, it's just long.
Let's keep this. Yeah? If Martinelli was in any of your squads, would you give him games? Would you give him some time?
If Martinelli was at Manchester United, he starts.
Tell me why. Tell me why. My manager. Yeah. Why does my manager not even get him off the bench? Burnley away.
Bro, Tex, yeah, listen.
No. Let's go back.
Tex was to be confused.
I don't know.
Say that again?
Starts like you said that was from Vim. Like he starts like I don't
because
like
Greenwood, as much as I love him, was banging on the right last season. He's been sussed out. When he plays at number 9, he doesn't do much.
Yeah, but bro, where are you gonna play Martinelli if he was to come in United?
At number 9.
Number 9.
At number 9, it's not rocket science.
Bro, would never do that, bro. Not over Martial, bro. No, bro.
Are you being serious right now?
No. Listen.
The way that
you have come onto the wrong podcast, my friend.
Listen. You see, Tony? Text. Relax. Calm down. Don't stress yourself.
You know what it is, yeah? Out of the podcast, I did not even mention his miss at the Etihad. I didn't mention it. It's in my brain. I said, you know,
Text, don't stress yourself. Of
bro,
all these
lower
guys
confidence
in the group,
in front of God.
I am Tony Marshall's lawyer.
He's lower confidence.
If you're going to talk about, go on.
Do you know what the Martial I remember before this season? He was one of
you remember?
the most clinical. One of the most clinical.
We all remember. We all remember.
True or false? The Martial used to get the chances, and when he
Guess
did,
what,
he
man?
would bury them. As cold. Everyone
Listen.
Don't lie.
Listen. Jamal is telling you in the comments you need to take a rest, bro. Because listen. You see Tony Martial, I am his lawyer. I have defended him on this podcast every season. You see, this year it needs to cut. He needs to cheat with a black girl.
He needs to cut. He's
cheat on his missus or something. Because listen, yesterday,
how long has he been here?
Yes, bro. Something is going on with him, and no one can explain it. But if you're asking me right now who I'd rather give a chance to, I'm not giving a chance to Martial. At number 9, no way. That was his first
Bro.
good game in how many weeks?
Listen, lads.
but-
Months. It's not even weeks, it's months.
Let's get back to the matter at hand.
We've done the same thing before this season, man.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Yeah, let's get back to the matter at hand.
Honestly, bro, you can
Ask.
tell me anything different, but let's move on.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. We have a player in Martinelli who we are even arguing where he plays. Right? He's not getting minutes. The man should be fired. It's as simple as that. David,
Bro, like fam, yeah. I hear man them ready. Another William assist. The guy's trash, bro.
honestly,
He's trash.
Trash.
David, call him out. Call him out.
I've said no. I've said this from bruv. Why is he always playing well in the blue kit, bruv? Move, bruv. He's trash, bruv.
No,
Bruv,
bro, call
get him
him
out,
out.
bruv.
Listen, there's a
He's
Don on
trash.
this podcast who was
I
giving
need-
it freeze when was
Yeah.
giving it oil when Willian was getting a couple assists. He's giving it liquid. Give it to him.
Look, firstly, I'll concede. Yeah, Willian has been shocking. It's never going to turn around for him at Arsenal, I don't think. But he does have your most assists in the Premier League, so there's
Hey,
that.
shut up,
So
man.
what?
So what? You garbage, blood.
No, Oscar, you do this to yourself, you know.
He's Oscar. You see Oscar, yeah?
You
Idiot.
do this to yourself.
That's bro.
Idiot.
What do I mean myself?
Because in the grand scheme of things, he hasn't made enough of an impact for the stats to be substantial. But you raised it as a point to do what? No, but it's irrelevant. Is my
Everyone
point.
does. They
Hey,
No,
It's irrelevant.
They always do it.
But the pre-point is basically, I've said I'll concede. Like if
No,
I
no,
was
no, no,
shameless,
no, no,
I would
no,
stand
no,
by
but
that.
No, my point is the pre-point is the only point. Because if you're only having assists every 10 weeks, I don't care if you have the highest assist. That means that the whole team is poor.
But
So
but
don't,
my-
so the pre-point is the only point.
My point was always last season that I thought Willian would make Arsenal a better team. But
And
Well,
he
you know,
has
but he has got their most
he has
assists.
done next to nothing.
I told you, man. I told all
Five-
you lot before the season.
Oscar does
I
it to
told
himself.
I told all you, man, before the season starts, this guy's garbage, not going to do nothing, bro.
Yeah.
What did I say?
I told you, man.
I said Chelsea's bins from early. Because it's not just him. The other one needs to go. Number 23 needs to go with him. Early. I said, when you hang around
No.
Chelsea's bins, this is what you get.
Guys, referees are idiots as
Oh
well.
my God.
Nothing.
Oh.
I don't need to talk about that. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Right.
Pepe, moron, blood. I don't know what
Yeah.
you're doing as well, blood. Pattern, bro.
Sit.
He's in the Hall of Fame in like his second season.
bruv. Guys,
That's a
what
bit
are you
mad, you
doing,
know.
bruv? The goal-
What do you do there? Like how do what? I have no words. What? How do you not miss?
Oh, that's the chance
How
I
do you,
missed.
yeah, that's the question.
That's what I missed in primary school. And the thing is, I never lived that day. For the rest of that year, in year 5, I was torn a new one. But this guy cannot. He goes home, takes the money, and you play. Look. I want to say it happens, but come on, this is a joke. We were drawing to Burnley away, ladies and gentlemen, who are a shower of absolute garbage. But yeah, serious question, David: will we win more games than lose by the end of the season?
Goodness me.
Ernest, don't do that. Ernest, don't do that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Hey.
We played 27 games. There's 11 games to go. Do you want to know what the difference between wins and losses is? Are you ready? Ready? Yeah? Ready? 0. Okay? We've won 11 and we've lost 11. So I'm just saying, are we going to win more games than losses by the end of the season? 10 games, 11 games to go. Because you can see 5 goals, 5 wins, 5 defeats. You can see the whole lot.
We got Spurs, West Ham, Liverpool, Sheffield
Hell.
United, Fulham, Everton, Newcastle, West Brom, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Brighton. Bro.
Yo.
I don't see a lot of W's.
I don't see a lot of W's, bro. I don't see it, bro.
At this point, it doesn't even matter, man. It's a Europa
It
League
don't.
team for you, man.
It don't.
It's
And
the
that's what
Europa
I'm
League
saying.
team.
Bruv.
You got Europa.
Do a Mourinho, can the league get Europa League, we get Champions League, and you move on from there. If not,
So I've
hey,
got
you got a taxi.
I've
bruv.
got a question then. I've got a question. So what would be a good end to the season for Arsenal then?
No,
From now?
listen, the season needs to end. That's what it is. The season just needs to end.
Bro,
As long as the season ends, that's a good season for me.
bro,
As long as it ends.
Fair
if
enough.
we get Champions
enough.
League, I'll still be pissed, but we're in Champions League, innit? Win
Right.
Europa League.
What about Europa?
I know. Europa League. No, that's what I said. I'll still be pissed if we win Europa League, but we're in Champions League and let's move on, bruv.
Bro,
Yeah.
I think
And
that'll
that's
be a good
it.
season. He made
No.
the best out of a rubbish situation.
No, bruv. Man's giving me
They've
trash.
got Olympiacos, so we'll see.
Man's giving me trash from September till now, blood. And you want to celebrate trophy? Nah, bruv. It's not a good season, bruv.
Nah.
It's
Right,
the same.
right.
It'll just be the same. It will just be the same as last year, man.
Text,
Just absolute garbage, and then FA Cup, yay! Nah.
There's no God of honor this season. No God of honor. You know what I'm saying? There's no lap of appreciation. Listen. When 10,000 come back at the Emirates at the end of the season, they're going to be booing them off. All those 10,000 people are going to boo them off the pitch. And rightly
So
so.
what do you think you need to clean out? Players, manager.
Personally, first and foremost, for me,
literally.
first of all, it's the manager. Get rid of the manager first. Then get one that's serious, who is about.
Hold on.
Who would you get in right now? Who's about that? You think
No, guys, hold on.
could do the job right now?
Hey, you said Arteta out, yeah? You need to take Edu with him, bruv. He needs to go.
Yeah.
He needs to cut, bruv.
He the
one making footballing decisions. Look,
Yeah.
look where he was. Look where he was before, bruv. With Brazil. Look at the garbage he's left them in, blood. No. Get him out, bruv.
Oh dear.
And
Right,
then Crumpy needs to go as well, bruv. Anyway, I'm done.
We're moving.
No
We're
more
moving.
Move.
Oscar, you can give us a quick dose on what happened at Chelsea beating the Toffees. Taste like candy.
Man. Yeah. Comfy 2-0. Obviously, we have to induct Richarlison. We got to induct
This guy's
Dominic
overrated.
Calvert-Lewin into the AC penitentiary because Andreas Christensen kept another clean sheet today. So them boys need to get locked up. They need to get locked up, guys, because it's adding to the list. The list is just growing and growing every single week. But no, on a serious note, another clean sheet, man. I'm very, very happy with what Tuchel did. Havertz came into the side. Hudson played. He didn't play against Liverpool, and we actually looked a little bit more creative. It was weird to see Chelsea without Mount because obviously everyone acts like Chelsea can't play football without Mason Mount, but it turns out we can, and we won comfortably. Yeah, man, I'm very happy to see Havertz have a good performance though, because true say after that Liverpool game we were on the live and I saw bare comments coming through. Ernest, I see Pro Grey, I see bare people like, what's going on with Havertz? Talk to me about Havertz. And really and truly, I've been unimpressed with what I've seen so far. There has been issues with his fitness and he had COVID and whatnot, but today he showed like why we bought him. Like he's got great link-up play, brilliantly comfortable on the ball, and his height is a big threat in the. I want more. I want to see him driving more. He's a very fast player. He doesn't always show that on the pitch. So yeah, I still want to see more from him, but very, very happy with where Chelsea are at the moment, man.
Good stuff, my friend.
Iklas Elmi said Chelsea have only one less clean sheet than City, by the way, which is why I was giving Andreas Christensen his flowers, because he's been doing his thing. Obviously, Mendy's doing his clean sheet thing. Not much to talk about there, but Lola's comment is hurting me. Still, is hurting me. She said, "I'm still looking at Werner with side eye because this guy missed another sitter today. 2, you could argue."
Bro,
and
Surprise.
I might want to talk about Martial to me.
The usual.
Werner scored way more goals than Martial this season.
Bro, but the amount of chances the guy gets, bro, it's a joke.
he's missed there. He's missed there. I'm not
Make
gonna lie.
a compilation of the chances that the guy
Are you saying Martial doesn't get chances?
No, Robin.
Combination has been made.
I know Martial's been air, yeah, but you see Werner? Nah.
No. Werner gets chances.
No. Robin, the chance missed is not comparable. Werner missed his
It's not comparable.
I'm happy for this agenda to run, but I'm saying don't let that Martial doesn't get chances.
It's not an agenda. It's fact.
No, he does.
He misses Lukaku type chances.
Bro. Yeah, bro. Nah, Lukaku buried something.
That's not even fair because
No. Lukaku at Man United Those are the same chances that Werner's missing. 5 yards, your grandmother scoring, your great grand aunt is scoring.
100%.
He's not. Why?
Bro, do you know what? I've seen him miss a lot of one-on-ones this season, and I've seen a lot of goals that he scored from in the Bundesliga, and he kind of cuts in from the left-hand side. He buries them. He literally buries them. But, bro, I don't know what it is. It's like when he sees the goal, it's eating him alive or something, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's the same. And when he scores against Liverpool, it gets chalked off the dumbest thing like ever. Progress said Timo and Tony are both junk. One is trash, the other is garbage, which is fair. Iklas says Turbo Timo. I love that guy. He never gives up. I believe he'll become elite next season. Talk about his stunning performance at Anfield instead of slating him. More goals and assists than Mane, Martial, Aubameyang, Bale.
Hey, we need to discuss, I've been saying it all season, we need to discuss this Sadio Mane, bro, because people put him next Neymar at the end of last season. I said, you lot are on crack.
I will never forget
that stuff. You have been watching too much Snowfall, bro.
There was one
Sadio
video.
Mane went to Turkey, got his hairline, and came back with no ability. He's done nothing this season, bro.
I'll always look at that video. I can't remember that guy that said that Sadio Mane is the best player in the world. I'll never because of the Scouse accent. Because of the Scouse accent that made me laugh. It's the best player in the world. The world.
but this is why every chance I get, I'm gonna get onto Liverpool because the way these pundits were talking, Alexander-Arnold is a generational talent.
Oh,
are you mad?
Everyone's just got this.
Are you mad?
Man, I'm sick of
man
it.
Said, because of the assist he got against Barcelona. Oh my gosh, what other fullbacks would have been thinking of that? Shut up, man. Get out of here, bro. Listen.
What I will say is that I think with Mane, his form typifies exactly what's going on with Liverpool because he literally was outstanding for 2 seasons. And now he's just a shadow of who he was. Like it's completely the same parallel with their season.
Listen, when we talk about ability, when we talk about world class, like you don't stop. Hazard was good, and then he was still like a bit here and there. The year you finished 10th or whatever. Yeah. Sadio Mane, it's like there's nothing in the tank, bro. There's no dribbling. There's no positional awareness. I'm looking at this guy like, bro, is he going to improve if he goes to another team? Is he going to improve? That's the question I have to ask. I think Salah will, but will he improve? That's the question I have because there's nothing there. Like he's gone from 10 to 0. Nothing is there, bro. Yeah. And I think that's a really big question I have. But we need a session to discuss Martial, Aubameyang, Mane, flipping Timo Werner,
100%,
and flipping Jay. There's a couple forwards in the league this season that have been terrible.
They're on sus watch.
He's coming out the woodwork. Leave over.
Oh, Peter, don't you dare. All right? Don't you dare. Oba's in this conversation. For the BS that you put me through a couple of weeks ago, I had to argue on flipping WhatsApp about how good Aubameyang is. So don't do that. He's had a horrible season.
This is why you're a dumb you. Nobody argued about how good Aubameyang is. Nobody argued that.
You're trying to say that he doesn't fall into the horrible season category. All these players have had horrible seasons.
I said to Ernest, he's coming out of the woodwork. Okay, he's coming out of the. You look at his form lately. He's coming out of the woodwork. He's not Mane. He's not Werner, and he's not Martial. Let's be very, very clear. Ernest would agree.
He's been Werner this year, bro.
And this is quiet.
This year, bro. No, because I was the one that told him that Aubameyang should be starting because he was going to back. Now you have the nerve to
but what you're saying and what he's saying are two different things. What you're saying and what he said, you said he should play into form. He's saying he's in form.
I'm now saying
that's two different things.
I'm saying the same brother, and I'm saying that Lacazette, who was in form, should have never been dropped for Aubameyang. That's I still stand by that.
That's fair, but when we talk about all the strikers who have had bad seasons this year, Aubameyang is in that list, I think.
And all I said was he's coming out of the woodwork. Okay, step steady.
There's only been one good striker this season, and that's Harry Kane.
Literally.
Let's get on to Tottenham Hotspur very, very quickly. Robin, I nearly forgot your name. Should Spurs sign Gareth Bale permanently? Yes or no?
Nah.
I mean, if they want to. I would not be fussed.
Guys,
That's their problem, not mine.
Guys, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Yeah, Bale, I wouldn't pass it. I wouldn't pass up on the opportunity. If you can sign Bale, get him. Do it. Just do it. And
I think
play
it depends on the wage and the price.
Play according to his strengths. He's not going to be the same Bale as of 2013 and 14 and 15. No, but when now that Bale has been getting his form in. Mate, Tottenham, they don't look different. Let them not go that far. But Tottenham are winning games and they're playing much, much better. When
Can I just say something, though?
Go for it.
In my opinion, I definitely think Harry Kane's been having a think about leaving this summer. If this guy if he wants to be, as he said in that all or nothing, I want to be like Messi. I want to be like the Ronaldos. Go for it, bro.
Bro,
what are you doing at White Hart Lane, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium? What are you doing over there?
Bro, he lied to us. He's lied to you already. He was never that guy. He's not that guy. Do you know why? Because you can't tell. Listen, guys, remember Bale 2014, 15, 2016, 2017, 2018. I'm still counting. Why am I in 2021 and we're still discussing Bale and Spurs?
Bro,
Kane and Spurs?
In my honest opinion, I think he got excited, and obviously he's face to face in the meeting. He's never been with a manager of the magnitude of Jose Mourinho, so he's gone. Bro, you can make me something here. You could give me some silverware here. Like, you could do me well. And bro, I'm telling you,
I don't believe him.
At Tottenham, playing under that same style of football. And Jose's like, he's one of those ancient guys, like, you know, one of those yardy mums that still think like certain rules run right now. Like you could just beat your child and go to the neighbor's yard and beat your child and then go to school, beat your child and do all the man stuff. That is exactly how Jose moves with this day and age and football and the players. Does that make sense? His manager is just awful. He doesn't know how to adapt. So when it comes to Harry Kane, bro, if you stay there, you're just going to stay in that deep hole. Go to your United, bruv. Go to a City.
Don't come to United.
You can see City need a number 9. I think Harry Kane is perfect. He's smart. He's a very intelligent footballer. He's very techie. Yeah. He knows how to play with players around him. Bruv, I think City's the top team for him, man. I think he's got great records there.
You're giving him far too much credit. Far too much. He's not that ambitious because he's still here in 2021.
He keeps signing a new contract, bro.
Nah, for the last 7 years, though, he's been banging in 20 goals a season. Imagine him at a top club, bro. Even when Tottenham's going through this shambolic season, he gets injured near enough every season, and it's 20 goals plus, bro. It's not a joke. Like, Harry Kane
he keeps signing these new contracts, man.
You're proving my point, though, Tex. That's exactly the point. He should have been gone 3, 4, 5 years ago. Should have gone.
Yeah. It's true.
How long is he till he's 30? Maybe 2 seasons till he's 30 years of age? He's not about that life. Man lied to all of us. He just wants to break that Shearer record. The only record he cares about is Alan Shearer. That is it.
Yeah. You think he could do it?
He could do. Yeah, because he'll stay at Spurs. So I think he will do it. I think he'll eventually do it.
Bro, hey, Shearer's got a Premier League title.
I was going to say, on the Gareth Bale thing, on the Gareth Bale thing, I just think that the injury thing is just too much of a risk, bro. Like in all seriousness, like if you're asking me, like, you know, should Tottenham sign Bale on the simple fact that he is Gareth Bale? Of course, the guy he's wavy, but he's just not worth it in my opinion because he's on his last legs. He's on a PGA tour all season. Like he's not on this football thing, bro. Plus playing for Jose means that it took him 6-7 months to acclimatize. That's all long, bruv. That's all. Yeah. This is Mkhitaryan part 2, and I'm just looking at it thinking it's just I don't think that it's Tottenham. Tottenham should not look at this as a work. This will be Tottenham doing Tottenham again. this will be another example of Tottenham being Tottenham again. And for me, it just doesn't make sense. Wavy player, let him get you to a Europa League semi, if not a final. Let's see what he does against in the League Cup final. Let's see what he does. But beyond next season, I don't think it's worth it, man. Not at all.
Cool.
Not at all.
Very quickly, Rangers are champions. Man like Steven Gerrard wins their
Shout out
first
to Stevie G.
2011.
Shout him out.
By the way, you know
That is wavy.
they've won 55 league titles. I'm sorry, okay?
That's a joke.
Anyone that's won 50 league titles in their nation, the league must come into question. Because they haven't won since 2011. They ain't won
No.
for years. They ain't won for years.
Pete, I saw on Twitter they kept retweeting champions and then 55, and I'm thinking, what does this 55 mean? Like, have they scored 55 goals? Is it 55? Is there goal difference plus 55? What's 55? You can't win 55 league titles, bro. What is that?
Do you know what's more shocking?
That's not
I
elite.
thought Celtic had more trophies than Rangers. And after winning the league 9 times, they're only on 51. I was like, no, this can't be real.
But then again, Robin, 51. How? So two of you have hit 50. First of all, there's a question that has to be asked. That league has to go into question.
But man, let's keep it true. The Old Firm derby is like 4 times a season.
Yeah. They've got 12 teams.
Like that league is absolutely terrible.
They've got 12 teams.
Yeah, like what I'll give Gerrard credit for is the fact that I said the same criticism to all these other joke managers like Henry and Lampard. Don't start at the peak, bro. Don't start at the Savoy Hotel. Go to flipping Chicken Cottage, bro, and kick off your career from there. Like, these lot wanted to go high, and then they were shocked why they got sacked. Like, Gerrard and like, apart from the league being dead, Gerrard has played decent football. You know the ones, like Gerrard has played decent football there. Because I've watched Rangers a couple like highlights in the Europa League as well. Like, he's trying to do something. You know the ones. I don't know how better he's going to do if he comes to the league, but for me, I respect that. And the fact that he's won the league as well. The league is dead. It's just terrible. Don't get me wrong, but he's done his thing, man.
I think he should stay one more year, win another title, and then move on.
I think he should stay a couple more years.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see how he gets on in the Champions League next season as well.
I mean, let's see how they get on in the Europa League this season. There's still ways to go in that, so we don't know.
They're an erratic team. They score 9 and concede 8. They could probably go out literally in the next round. I wouldn't say Rangers will go far, but fair play.
That's fair, but let's see it.
Still in it. All right, team of the week.
There's only 2. It's either Fulham or United.
I'll give it to Fulham, man.
Ooh.
Fulham won at Anfield.
I'm tempted to go Man United because they beat City well.
I can't lie. The way Liverpool have been getting slapped up, I'm feeling like it's a Man United thing still.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, because with the Fulham thing, you expected it. United thing, you didn't.
Interesting. What did I say last time round? No, never mind.
Hey, what did you say last time round? No, remind me. Walk on.
No, it's okay. Don't worry.
You know what? I remember but if we start, we're gonna finish at 11.
Yeah,
so
I'm not.
No point.
As long as you know.
Oh, he's talking about Everton. What, 3 weeks ago?
If you know, you know, innit? So if you know, you know. But okay. All right, we'll move on.
So Pete, who's your team of the week?
Manchester United.
Cool.
Manchester United.
All right, cool. No arguments from me, bruv.
Well gone. You're saying United?
No arguments from me. I'm good. United.
No, go on. Let's go. Next, who's saying?
United, bro, man.
United, Robin?
Manchester United.
As if it was going to be anybody else. Let's be serious.
I was happy to give it to Fulham. That's why I mentioned it as well. It's only 2 teams.
To be fair, he did say Fulham. I mean, Chelsea did win. But
stop that.
No, I'm not serious. Man United.
The own goal and penalty. Oh, never mind. Okay, fair enough.
First day of football as well, Pete. Are you including that as well?
Ooh.
Remember me? You want to say cute midweekend and weekend? Nah, it's Man United. Give it to Man United. They beat City.
Say nothing.
Lola in the comments says Fulham for me. She said bias though, because it's Diaspora FC. Shout out to the Niger boys there doing their thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh Maga was playing against us though. I can't even lie. He had a poor game.
Oh, he was playing against what?
I said playing against us because I wanted Fulham to win in it, but he had a poor game. But luckily, it didn't matter.
Yeah, and Adam Lookman needs to look up more. Yeah, take a leaf at your own name. Right, Manchester United is a team.
I'm a big fan of Lookman, man.
He's got the talent. He's definitely got the talent. I hope consistency.
Proper baller, man.
Who is the player?
Actually bow-footed as well. People don't even notice that, man. He's just such a baller, bro.
No, for real. Player of the week, Harry Kane for me.
Yeah, Harry Kane, bro.
Luke Shaw, man.
Are you that serious? Oh,
2 goals, 2 assists in one game for Harry Kane.
We're not doing that. It's Harry Kane.
No, bro.
We're not doing that.
Luke Shaw's a fair shout, but it is Harry Kane.
It has to be Harry Kane.
It's a democracy.
You know what? That goal, bro. That first goal.
We're getting there. Pump the brakes.
We're getting there.
Shout out to Luke Shaw, though.
I was just picturing it like.
It is a shout out to Luke Shaw. Shout out to Luke Shaw.
Big shout out because any other week he would have got it, bro.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Right,
I'll give it to Kane.
Yeah, Harry Kane.
I'm saying Harry Kane, man. Let me see if there's a comment.
Kane.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Kane.
Adrian said Tosin was immense. I think he had 17 interceptions. Great. Yeah. He was really, really good. Lola O says it is only racismo that they are trying to fast track Garcia over Tosin. It's true. It's true.
Oliwa.
Bro, man didn't really believe the Pep Racismo narrative, bro.
No, but it's real though. It's real though.
Are we believing in Tosin?
Yeah, he's very good, man. Very, very comfortable on the ball, and he can defend. Like, yeah.
Who's he played for? Who he played for?
You know, he's at Fulham now.
He moved.
Yeah, he left.
Mad. Yeah, go play, man. Go play your thing, man. Do your thing, man.
Goal of the week. This could be
Harry Kane goal. I scream.
Harold.
Harry
the Kane. Harry the Thunder Kane.
There is competition. There are
See them strikes there. Bad boy strikes, bro.
It's a bad boy goal. But I'm also going Che Adams because that was
Che Adams. That volley was lethal. Bro.
It was absolute finish. Who else was there, Oscar? You had another mensch.
It didn't stop. No, my mensch was Che Adams. I think I had someone else
as well.
Yeah, Lamina was very good.
Lamina's goal was good. Man robbed Salah and said, "Yeah, this is my house."
But from the time you get Salah and score, you get props. But I do think Harry Kane will get the props. I did love Che Adams one though. I did love that.
Woo!
Honorable mention for player of the week: Roy Keane on Sky Sports. I was absolutely amazed. He's elite, bro. He said, "Why is Bruno crying for?"
Facts.
I've been saying this though, man. This guy's just crying for him, bro. It's just pure emotions in this football thing. There's a million emotions in this football thing, bro.
You can't be talking about draws. Oh yeah, of course. Yes. Kelechi Iheanacho's goal was actually really good as well.
His last 2 goals have been good.
Yeah, man.
But I'm going Che Adams. Let's vote.
Kane.
Harry Kane.
Keane.
I like Che Adams still.
Well, Harry Kane wins the vote. Harry Kane is the goal of the week. David, who is not that guy this week?
Who is not that guy? We have loads of contenders this week. Lots of people have had a lot of mares, quite a few.
It's like a WrestleMania card, isn't it?
You know what I'm saying, bruv? Last night, I don't know if anyone stayed up on Sunday evening to early hours on Monday. There was some not that guys there, but we'll keep it strictly football. Cuz. But certain man, bruv, I'm not trying to get deported in it, so let me relax, guys. Let me relax.
Listen, Priti Patel is on the prowl, you know. Oh my days.
Well, there's also the refs as well, but they've been all for the whole season. So we leave that. Granit Xhaka, you've dodged the bullet, Brad. Because this week, bruv, Xhaka was bad, yeah, but this one was hilarious, bruv. It's worthy. So this gentleman, This gentleman was born 23rd of November 1994, yeah? Where was he born? Sao Paulo, Brazil, yeah?
Yes. Okay.
I ain't gonna
He
go
was
through
born in Stoke, lad.
I ain't gonna go through his career like that because it's all just long. But when did they play? Saturday, innit, yeah? They play Saturday, yeah? So 2-2 now, yeah? They're losing 2-1, innit? Fam, manager decides to do that little PS5 right button. All out attack, bruv. All out attack, innit?
All out attack.
2-2s now. What's his name? What's the team? Hoffenheim. Keeper's gone up as well, bruv. 2-2s now. Hoffenheim have got the ball, and then my man is just gone, bruv. I've got even he should get. I can't find man's name, but whatever, innit?
Yeah.
He should really go. Actually, no, hold on. Let me get his name, bruv. I know I had it here somewhere. Munas the boy, yeah? You've dodged one as well, bruv, because you're an idiot as well. Why do you need to be close up, bruv? Bruv, just bang it in, bruv. Let's make it 3-1. Everyone goes home, innit?
You know?
So, it's 2-1. My guy decides, yeah, to scythe down this guy, innit?
Yeah.
And 2-2 now. Let me read out his statement. Because this is hilarious. Let me read it out for you. I'm going to read the full thing, bruv. Man said, today was a typical day in my life. I don't know if I should say anything, but out of respect for all who support me, I will speak. When I started in this sport, I didn't imagine that I would get here. I dreamed a lot about several moments. Moments when I would leave games as a hero, smiling on top of the world. I would say that today would be one of the nightmares I had. But the worst thing about the nightmare is not when you dream it, it is when you remember it. Has this happened to you? Waking up from your nightmare and being afraid to sleep again for the fear of dreaming again.
What's the matter with this bloke?
After the game, I retracted it. I apologized to whoever I thought I should apologize to. Although I thought I was doing the right thing in that moment, I didn't imagine it would be that bad. I never meant it to be malice. On the contrary, it was always with love.
Oh, whatever.
Hold on, my headphones come out. Let me
that was
just do this live. Can you guys still hear me?
That was kind of
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we
snap.
can hear
Hold
you.
on.
No, we can hear you.
Oh, mate.
Oh my gosh, your boy Bamford is missing City. Go on.
We can hear you, David. Unless you can't hear us. By the way,
Sorry, I've had the mayor, bruv. Man's had the
No, we
mayor.
heard you. We heard you.
Heard from team come out, I couldn't hear nobody. I was like, what's going on? My bad. Where was I? Man said it was done with love, yeah? Love for those who cheer for me, love for those who follow me, and love for sport for life. I have made many mistakes for loving too much. And today it was one more of them. And there's still more. There was never any evil on my part. However, there is some malice in some people. Bad in judging, bad in pointing fingers. Simply forgot everything that was built for years and years. And say who you are or who they think you are for a fraction of a second. Man, thanks God I did not hurt my Man said, I thank God I did not hurt my companion of work. But for my willingness to stop the goal. But I believe that many have already been hurt by their judgments, just like they are doing today. Thanks for the support messages. We grow up with mistakes. The human being is flawed. God bless you all. Love, lots of love to you. Paulo, Octavio, Rosa da Silva. You're not that guy, fam. No run, blood. Absolute clown, bro. He posted that on Instagram, bro. Man was praying as well. I think he was on his knees. He was praying like this, bro. Absolute clown, bro.
He did this statement for his sending off on the weekend.
For his sending off, blood.
Wow.
I can't lie, it was kind of poetic still.
Wow.
It was mad. Adrian's in the comments said he was speaking like he's in Othello. I was
Bro, Adrian was killing me. Man said soliloquy, you know. Bro.
Oh my God. Okay, let me save some time. Let's get these predictions done and we get out of here. My goodness. Wow, that's Hall of Fame worthy, but never mind.
Bro, last man, you know, they're 2-1 down, bro. Just let it go, bro.
it's not you didn't kill anyone, chill out.
Bro,
Guys,
guys, you see that moment, yeah? That moment you saved that for World Cup finals, for Champions League finals, blood, or you're trying relegation, blood. That's it, cuz.
not in a mid-table clash.
Know what I'm saying, bruv?
They were losing anyway.
Yeah, they were
Bro,
losing.
it was added time, bro. The game was done. Let the guy score and he celebrates. Just leave it alone, bruv.
Right, let me get through these predictions very, very, very quickly. Listen, 12:30 on Saturday, Leeds at home to Chelsea. What do we think?
Leeds.
Oh.
Oscar's weekend's about to get ruined.
No, I didn't know it was 12:30. That is peak. I'm gonna say draw, but they could hit us. They could beat us still. Although I'm watching them now. Yeah, Bamford has just been missing sitters. It's 2-0 West Ham, and it's disgusting. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a draw for that game. That's mad. I didn't know it was 12:30.
I'm gonna go Chelsea win. I think you'll just make it.
Like I said, leaders all forward in the defense, so it'll be an interesting game.
Yeah, could be very, very interesting. All right, Fulham at home to Man City at 8:00.
I would love it if Fulham win. Love it, but they get panned.
Which, by the way, reminds me, did you not see Neil Warnock's post-match interview after their game against Swansea, Borough against Swansea? If you haven't, go on YouTube, watch Neil Warnock's rant. It is fantastic about referees. Brilliant.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
But yeah, Fulham against Man City. I think we're all going to go City, but Fulham will give them a good try, won't they?
Mm-hmm.
They struggled in the 2-0 they beat them at the Etihad.
Yeah,
really struggled.
And listen, City love London, bruv. They always just come and
you know what? I feel like because City have just lost as well, they're just going to be annoying. I think they'll win.
Yes, sir. On Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, the North London derby, 4:30. It's Arsenal against Tottenham. Damn right.
Is this Sunday?
No. I feel like you lot are going to get beat by Tottenham again. And
4-2 Spurs.
I don't know, maybe a draw. But I did feel like before everybody was making the most out of Tottenham's bad form. And I did, like, you could see the upturn coming. These past 3 games that they've just won, you could telegraph it. So I feel like Kane's on form. Bale has confidence. Yeah, I feel for you, man. I really do. I think Spurs will win.
I do feel it's the worst time to play Tottenham, but I do think somehow it'll be a draw.
Where are Tottenham on Thursday?
Away. Oh, Thursday. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they're at home. We're away. We're in Greece.
Who would Tottenham play?
Tottenham have...
I don't check that Europa League crap. That's for y'all. I don't care about that.
Waste man, man. You're a troll, blood.
They're at home to Dynamo Zagreb. So they're at home to Zagreb. We're away in Athens.
Wait, so hey, why don't they have to travel, blood? What's going on here, bruv?
2 legs, isn't it? We don't play at home the same day as them. We never do.
Who's winning North London derby? David, who you got, man?
Blood, I don't care, bruv. I know Arsenal are going to let me down, bruv. They always do, bruv.
Yeah, I'm going with my heart. Draw. That's my heart. So, anyway.
That's not...
I say Spurs.
All right, Manchester United. Let's see if they can continue the winning streak at home to West Ham United.
They're dropping points. They're dropping points.
1-1.
They're dropping points, but
1-1 again.
I think so. I think they dropped points at Old Trafford.
And potentially no Rashford as well.
What, Souček and Sufa on the Mandem, yeah?
Moisek, come on.
Just watch, we're going to make them man look like Iniesta, man.
Oh, but Mandem, Lingard can't play. Lingard's moving like...
Yeah, Lingard can't play.
He's
What
their
do you
best
mean?
player. He's
On loan.
his club, isn't he? He's on loan.
On loan, so he can't play. Yeah, David Moyes gonna come back to the Old Trafford.
I can see a draw. I can
Can definitely see a draw. If they perform as they did against Man City, then definitely.
I mean, as they're performing tonight, 2-0 up against Leeds, comfy.
Fair play to them. And on the Monday Night Football, whilst we're doing the Top 4 podcast, we'll be at Molineux, Wolves at home to Liverpool. Can Wolves win?
I think Liverpool lose that game.
Good.
Wolves, Ennis, Wolves.
No.
Wolves
Boring
have
game.
been so trash this season. If they beat Liverpool as well, oh my goodness.
I'm just gonna point to the table. Wait,
Oscar. First of all,
Boring game. Boring game.
Wolves' record is not that bad, by the way. They're on a good run.
No, I'm not talking.
City have lost 3 games. Where's Liverpool? 9 L's.
Nah, but guys.
And Liverpool, Oscar, Wolves have only lost 1 in 5 in the last 5.
Yeah,
So
but they're not playing well. Like, it's not about what.
Is
Like,
Liverpool playing well?
you need to play well to beat Liverpool.
Yeah, you know, you have to have a plan and just be organised and implement
Oh, for real?
it. Yeah, come on, man. Everton had Carlo, Scotty Parker done his thing, Tuchel done his thing. Like, it wasn't. It's
By
not
the way,
easy.
Scotty Parker's jacket was repug, but we'll let him off. We'll let him off.
Leave Scotty alone, bro. He's bringing him home. No, man. I'm about Liverpool, bro. Liverpool draw.
I'm going Wolves, man. I'm going Wolves. Going with the Wolverhampton Wanderers. Right.
All cleared off the line in the Leeds game. Right, 85 minutes played. Leeds just had a shot cleared off the line. It's Pete.
Right. That, ladies and gentlemen, sums up this week's Top 4 podcast. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe the video at Top 4 Podcast on Twitter, on YouTube, on SoundCloud, on Spotify, on iTunes. We are everywhere. Make sure
Check out our previous videos. The European round episode 2 comes out tomorrow, so check that out as well.
You don't know. Yes, Robin. You don't know.
Yeah, shout out Tex for coming on, man.
Coming on as well today. And shout out to AD being the sacrificial lamb on the weekend after his boys were sacrificed by Fulham. With that said, people, we are out of here. Make sure you check us next week as well, live at 8 p.m. Peace.